Welcome to week 10 of The Score, a playoff edition of The Score. And I don't know if we're going to get through these 45 minutes without me turning into a dad.
We're going to make it. We're going to make
so?
it. Yeah.
All right, well, as many people know out there, this is my last Friday night doing high school football here on WQAD. Came in here 25 years ago as probably a little intern like he is, and now I'm getting out of here as a 45-year-old father of four, so I figured what better way to celebrate my last Score here on WQAD than to have my four boys join me for the Score. So I got Charlie, I got Colton, whose birthday is today, Chasey's back here as well, and I'm so worried about Carson. I don't know what's going to come out of his mouth. We're going to find out as we go.
We're good.
Hopefully everything goes well. So, and you guys are going to do some grilling. Charlie's my oldest, and you do some grilling at the house.
Yep.
What's the specialty?
Pork chops tonight, and then we got some brats, like a bunch of different variety of brats. My favorite in here is gummy bear.
Gummy bear brats.
Gummy bear brats.
Yes, so we're going to do a lot of that kind of stuff. So I'm actually putting these guys to work throughout the show. I'll let them have a microphone, even Carson. My wife's over there very, very worried about that as well. Yes, she's pretty excited.
He's excited back here, yeah.
I can't tell.
He's
So,
excited.
but enough randazzo, boys, because we don't need that. We're going to get to the football, and we're going to start with a good one over at Tuvell Stadium, as it is Bettendorf hosting Iowa City West. First quarter in this one, backup kicker Cam Shupham with the 45-yard field goal that gets Bettendorf on the board. They led 3-0 at that point. Second quarter, though, here comes Iowa City West, and we call this the Ben Johnson, don't we?
It's the Ben Johnson play.
And usually Sam Laporte is catching this one, but instead it's Julian Manson, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Great play for them, bad play for Bettendorf.
That's already one too many Lions references.
7-3 Bettendorf, or I should say Iowa City West in front. Bettendorf, though, coming back, though. It's 14-3 when Jake Whipple gets in the end zone. 14-9, Bulldogs trailing at the half. To the fourth quarter we go. They're down 21-9, but back comes Bettendorf. Backup quarterback Jack Wessel in for an injured quarterback, and he airs it out 79 yards all the way to pay dirt as Hayden Morrison takes it the rest of the way. Suddenly it's a 21-16 game. Fourth quarter we go. Bettendorf driving in this one, hoping to take that lead late with about 3 minutes to go, but the pass is deflected and intercepted by Janis, I should say, and that ends up being the difference. We'll show you a final score. Bettendorf's fine season comes to an end. 21-16, your final score.
So let's head across town to see if Pleasant Valley could get a win as they welcome in Southeast Polk to town. And the Rams would drive right down the field on an opening drive, and it's capped off by Holden Hansen, scoring from 2 yards out, and it's 7-0 Southeast Polk. Second time they touch the ball. Actually, it's Pleasant Valley getting the score right there. That is Harrison Fierce scoring that touchdown to tie it up at 7. We go to the third quarter. It was tied at 14. Fierce gets in for a touchdown. That makes it 21-14. But Polk answers in the fourth quarter. Holden with the nice little pass there on the slant. That's to Caden Hills, a 17-yard pitch and catch. 3 seconds left, 21 all. Oh, it's heartbreak for Pleasant Valley. Samir Arafa, a 37-yard field goal to win it. 24-21. Pleasant Valley falls to Southeast Polk.
And 4A North Scott hosting Western Dubuque in one of the best matchups of the night. First quarter, quarterback Chase Smith brings the Lancers down the field and kicks the field goal to get North Scott on the board first. Lancers lead 3-0. Western Dubuque on the move, but North Scott shows off some defense. Gerard Lee gets the sack to end the Bobcats drive. Now it's the Lancers ball, and they take advantage. Now the second quarter, Chase Smith facing some pressure. He has the long pass to Cash Bowie, and it's money.
Ouch.
I know, I almost got
Good shooting, young lady.
Thank you. Yep, in the end zone, gets the touchdown. Lancers are up. Jumping to the fourth, North Scott leads 17-7. Gerard Lee again, he gets the handoff, finds a hole, scores the touchdown. Lancers up 23-7. Now the North Scott defense showing off again. They recover the fumble here. The Lancers get their revenge against Western Dubuque. They beat the Bobcats 26-7.
So big win for North Scott, and joining us now, a familiar face here on the Score. Haven't gotten to talk to this guy all year, and I wasn't about to leave without chatting with Kevin Tippett, so he made sure his guys got the job done. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations. It's got to feel good not only to move on, but to get a little revenge in the process as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun tonight. Our kids wound up playing their tail off. It was we knew we had a good matchup, and we didn't feel like we played our best game in week 4. So it was nice to get a job done tonight. Our kids really played their tails off.
Yeah, Coach, all around, you're making big plays on offense and defense. Just how important was your offense just to get things going, and then your defense making big stops, when they needed to?
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought it was real important for us to, get going early. And I thought, Chase Smith, our quarterback, did a great job of pushing the ball out to our wide receivers. And then, defensively, we did a great job of making the run difficult. They kind of, established the run and kind of, hammered at us a little bit in the second half of the first game. And our defense did a great job of stopping that and limiting them this week.
Coach, you were one of our first guests on this show, and I remember we threw a brat to you. So if you're, yep. I'm just kidding, we don't have another brat for you, but we got to get you over here to get some brats and things like that. We want to appreciate you for all that you do. Let me ask you about just spending this year at Jace. I know he had a tough injury early in the year, but how big has he been in the role that he has had to play now?
Yeah, it was really tough, hate to say a tough break, but literally, week 3 for him, and, we put so much work into it, but we always talk, the worst is behind him, and he's really embraced. He's trying to do everything he can for his team. He loves his team so much, and he cares about his teammates. He's turned into kind of trying to be another coach and trying to pour into our young guys, and he's doing whatever he can to help us. And, we've had several seniors, who have been in and out of our lineup, just have great leadership this year, and he's one of them.
Coach Cuff mentioned you've been on this a lot. That means you've been winning football games, and I wanted to make sure you got on. We kind of jinxed you, I think, a couple times early in the year, so that was our fault, but I do want to thank you. You've been great to me throughout these many, many years that you've had to deal with me, so I want to thank you. I'm so glad we got to chat here this Friday night.
I am too, and Matt, good luck in everything you go. We'll miss you, and I know Channel 8 does a phenomenal job, but you've been awesome for high school sports, so thank you.
Coach, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon. Keep it rolling next week.
Will do. Thanks.
All right, we'll get back to the highlights. A tough one for Assumption. They had to go on the road and take on a very good Dubuque Wahlert team. And first drive of the game for Wahlert, it's Drew Riley taking the handoff and getting it to Michael Borman for the touchdown. That made it 7-0. Next drive, later I should say in the second quarter, it's Borman with the pass to Riley this time for the 25-yard touchdown. This one all Wahlert. Great job for Assumption getting into the postseason. Nate Gilbride did a great job his first year, but they fall on this one 41-0, your final score. And we got a lot more football to get to. We also got to get working. You're watching TV, just like at home, you're watching too much TV. You've got 3 brats on here.
He's only got 1 TV to watch at home right now, unlike at home, right?
And the little one's already slapping me from behind. So this is going to be a very interesting show. So we got a lot more to get to, a ton of football on the Illinois side, and then we'll go back to Iowa as well. Don't you dare go anywhere.
What's up, guys? My name is Logan Lee. Whenever I'm back in the Quad Cities, I always make sure to turn on my favorite TV show, The Score. Woo! Let's go!